What is happening there, Reject Nation? Thank you so much for clicking on this video. Today, we are going to be covering Arcane Episode 6. But hey, before we do that, thank you to Skillshare for sponsoring this video.
Guys, Skillshare is like a Pandora's box of knowledge.
They have literally thousands of classes across a plethora of subjects, perfect for helping you expand your existing passions and pick up new skills.
This month I checked out Thomas Frank's Productivity for Creatives course because I am neither productive nor very creative.
You can say that again.
I am neither productive nor creative.
Believe it. Thomas's class spans the ins and outs of the professional mindset and the art of building your inspiration like a muscle.
Wish I had muscles.
Yeah, I'm an inspiration and so inspired right now.
He also walks you through organizing your physical and digital workspaces, as well as the collaborative process and how to delegate tasks.
John, since you're not creative, why don't you tell them how they can get access to?
I will, Greg. Thank you for delegating that task to me. The first 1,000 people to use our link in the description box will receive a free trial membership to Skillshare's premium service.
And after that, it's not $10,000 a month, it's $10 a month. With not 3 commercials, not 2, no commercials. Like this one.
So what are you waiting for, people? Sign up today and start building those skills. Get creative. Wish I could. That's young Victor, yeah. He's been an inventor all his life.
Cool.
Don't be afraid. You built this. Loneliness is often the byproduct of a gifted mind.
I like that.
She's dying. I'm attempting to prevent that.
Can I help?
You want to assist me? We can be loners together.
Oh, he's always been so passionate about helping.
You should be proud of what you've accomplished, Victor.
My contributions will be short-lived, even in your memory.
Oh, buddy.
It's a sad truth that those who shine brightest often burn fastest.
Some deep-ass conversations they're having.
I didn't know you were an artist.
There's quite a lot about me you don't know.
That's why I don't trust you.
Victor saved my life once. Now he needs me, and there's nothing I can do.
Why did you come to me with this?
Nothing feels impossible when I'm with you.
Aw.
Do I trust her?
That's the big question. Come on, man, crack it!
Is it working?
Can you do this?
Oh, jeez. Be careful. Ow. Be careful.
We lost her.
Lost who?
She's a badass.
Yeah, and then some.
That woman is just suffering so much.
I know. No amount of power-ups can give her the edge.
I feel like you and I got off on the wrong arm.
No need. It's your sister. Her back in town. It's only a matter of time before you implode, and Silco finally gets the message that you're about as good for our cause as you were for your family.
Oh, God.
About time Daddy joined us. You were so busy, little Ren here saw me in.
That's such a sinister cliche.
Yeah.
Oh, it gets worse.
Vander's daughter? She was about your age. Her father went on a long trip, and Daddy here assured me that she left with him.
She's a Kiraman. Just like them, she does whatever she wants. I can't control her.
Then of what use are you?
Say smarter things, cop.
They cannot be allowed to resurface. Do we understand each other?
Awesome. Breathes life.
Cool.
Hop in it.
Yeah.
We've ever seen, Jayce. It could be the key to augmenting physiology, extending life.
Making me not die?
Oh, this is one minor hiccup there.
It's happened to everyone. I can't determine why. They're rejecting the transmutation.
You gotta stay in the magic world or something.
Maybe the exchange isn't equivalent? Maybe you need to give more?
Time to mess some people up. Come on, Caitlin.
What is this place? It's where the kind of people you topsiders don't want to think about wind up.
Oh. Cave full of golems.
Oh god, it's like lepers.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have left you.
It's all right. Despite it all, I can tell. You have a good heart.
You've got a good heart.
Oh.
Your stories of healing touch our samples thus far perish, but
All he sees is terror.
If ever you've put faith in my guidance, hear me now. I've seen nations destroyed by a single seed, and it looked exactly like this. You've changed. What did you do?
What do you mean, Professor?
I don't know what you're talking about, man.
This is a violation of the ethos. I will have it destroyed one way or another.
That's your opinion. We'll see if the council agrees.
Oh shit, Jayce is on the council now.
Yeah, throwing a weight around.
But I'm a friend. Or at least I was. I mean, I owed her old man my life.
Oh, is it that guy?
She makes potions. Helps people here with this.
Oh.
Why would you take something that does that to you?
I just wanted to feel what it was like to be somebody. To make other people afraid.
Oh, damn.
Oh, guy.
Anyway, I don't want her to see me like this. Tell her I'm sorry about everything. Okay?
Oh, dude. Okay.
Caitlin!
attacks at the Hex Gates and in the Academy Square. Enforcers fear to set foot in the lanes, all under your watch.
Oh, dude.
Let's slow down,
You've
Jayce.
been on the council for like 3 days, my dude.
We need a leadership focused on the future, not the past. You are the true father of Piltover, and your years of service can never be repaid. I believe it's time we gave the beloved founder of our city a well-deserved retirement.
Oh,
wow,
oh,
Jayce! Oh.
With my deepest respect and appreciation, Professor.
Oh no.
Oh boy. No, no. Oh, wow.
Jayce barely spoke. You guys are voting.
We need you back on your feet.
I'm sick of guessing who's gay or not in the show. All right.
Everyone's a little gay.
People keep telling me I'm wrong.
You used to live here. Who's Powder?
Why did you say that name?
Oh, you sick, sadistic bastard.
You don't know your limits, girl. It's what got Vander killed, and what drove your sister away. And it's why I'm here right now.
Yeah, well.
Oh no.
You talk too much.
It all crumbling down.
Wherever you are, light it up, and I'll find you.
Oh, guys.
Wow.
Whoa, dude.
This shit is so goddamn movie.
Yeah. Go to her. Oh no.
Rio will live.
You did this?
I thought you understood. The mutation must survive.
So, Victor aided in the creation of Shimmer?
I guess he at least
Is that what
aided
they're
in it
alluding
that
to?
way.
Dude, this guy just survives every burning building.
Yeah. This is gonna be one giant scar by the end of the show. Oh. Oh. Oh no. Come on, Vi, go find the beacon.
Powder?
Vi? Oh, Powder!
Oh, dude.
I tried to come back. I promise I did, but I got arrested.
Marcus.
I don't know. It doesn't matter. I never thought I'd see you again.
Oh.
What matters is we're together.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh golly.
No.
Oh golly. Oh golly. No.
Who are you?
It's okay. She's a friend.
Savika wasn't lying? You're with an enforcer?
Listen, we can work this out.
This is a trick! You're playing me! Shut up! I'm in no mood.
Oh God.
You're a class act, sister. Sister thought I missed her. Bet you wouldn't miss her.
Powder!
Oh my god.
You can fire that thing if you want, but I'm not going anywhere.
Oh. Oh no. Oh.
Wow.
Jesus.
Damn, she's good.
Absolutely.
Ouch.
God, that guy even moved like a bird. Oh,
Wow,
that's
that's
dodge.
instinctual. Ow!
Take her.
Oh no.
Ah, you
God
bastard.
damn it.
You bastard.
Could you? You gotta wait now. Wait for Act 3.
Ah, Jesus. What a good fucking show.
Yeah, what an episode. Oh, jeez.
Holy shit, man. What a good show. What a good show. Yeah.
I'm in a daze from that.
Okay. Wow. Whoa. One hell of an episode. I thought that this was such a richly, they're all pretty nuanced and very, very rich, but I thought they had some really strong debates here this time around. A lot of really great, like, philosophical, existential ponderings, especially amongst the people of, oh, fuck me, Piltover. There we go. Which is something I wanted a little bit more of. That's something I was kind of craving. So actually watching them at odds creates more of a fantastic dramatic tension. You start to see where this is all sort of being built towards. And like, especially that voting session, when it comes to Heimdinger of Sky, the way how she is behaving. I interrupt this review to tell you that for some reason I kept calling Mel Sky, acting like she's a little bit reluctant towards this. I'm like, I feel like this is what you always wanted. It seems like what you always wanted.
You want that progressive like, disregard for the current safety move, yeah.
I was a little surprised by how quick they voted. The points brought up are not bad points. That's what I thought was great about, that's what makes a solid debate, when you hear both arguments and you're like, you're both right in a lot of ways, actually. And I could see why y'all went one way. It was just a bummer because you know Heimdinger's intentions are all good, especially when you cut to seeing what he foresees, the terrible, you know, monstrous outcomes that could come from this. It feels almost inevitable for him of where this hextech could possibly lead to. He's always been forewarned about it, and now just the progression of this, he's not gonna be able to have any oversight of how it goes down. And it's like he like raised this guy, he raised this Jayce, and then he just sort of, he turns on him in the end, you know? It's heartbreaking.
Yeah, it hurts a lot, and it's funny to me that, I mean, I do think it's interesting that they didn't have like much of any debate between the other council members, although I think it is kind of motivated too by the idea that they established Heimerdinger as just a scientist. He doesn't have like a political background that brought him to the council. You know, it's like he is simply a person who is concerned for, yeah, like the safe advancement of things, and so thus he almost seems like the most good-hearted on the council. It's like I can see how everybody else being drawn as these so politically minded characters, and these characters who have, you know, these financial interests in which, you know, the advancement of hextech figures heavily. I can ultimately see how the corruption won out pretty quickly, but it is heartbreaking because, yeah, I mean, Heimerdinger's got a lot of solid points, and it's that thing too of when you call upon people to trust you without that explanation. I don't know, Jayce is in an interesting position because he's arisen the ranks so rapidly in a lot of ways, first with just being accepted for his experiments, and now he's on the council, and it's like, it feels like it's only been a couple days since that happened, and now he's already like riled everybody up and stuff. And so yeah, it seems like everything has gone to his head in a way that isn't like cliche or you know, petty, but is pretty heartbreaking.
I mean, the way you motivate people when you're in some type of like title position or leadership position is through emotion, not so much through logic. Like that's how you move people through with a vision. Whereas Heimdinger, he has the emotion, but Jayce is currently exceptionally passionate about where he stands. It's much easier for him to connect. Like he made a really solid point, because it's easy to listen to Heimdinger and go, hey, like we should slow this down. We don't fully understand how this technology works, but he lives forever or something, right? He's been around for like hundreds of years at this point. He can have the patience, whereas humans are not afforded such a luxury. When Jayce made that point about progress and why it needs to be sped up because of the lifespan of a human being, I was like, damn, that's a hard thing to argue with right there. You know, especially when you're at a council full of humans.
Well, especially if this could help perpetuate human life if you make the right advancements too, you know?
Yeah, 100%. Watching how it went down in a more heartbreaking, ominous fashion made the build up to it much more rewarding, because I always feel there was something percolating of like, where's the really dark side gonna come through with this council? I don't really trust this Sky character. Yep, I see what went wrong here. Sky is the other girl featured in the flashback for Viktor, and we did see that character, the scientist lady who's like compassionate or perhaps kind of into Viktor. Right. That recontextualizes the whole context for me, but yeah, I still call Mel Sky throughout this whole thing. I mean, where it really seems to be, I'm waiting to see how that coalesces with the hextech side of it, with what's going on in the Undercity, because right now what's really connecting the dots here is the storyline of hunting down, you know, like the corruption within, and then what's going on with Silco, and then how what's that one guy's name, the Asian cop?
Oh goodness, I couldn't tell you.
Prick cop.
Cop who's a dick, but also down on his luck, and you just feel kind of bad, but also like, oh, you made your bed.
Nah, I don't feel bad. I feel bad for his daughter. I don't feel bad for him at all. He's doing the investigative stuff. So that's what's really connecting the dots there in the underworld. And I really love what they handled. Like that I'm always just insanely, like, this has a tight lock on me whenever we're in the Undercity, and whenever we're either with Violet or Silco or Jinx. either one of those characters. I'm just immediately just like glued to everything that's happening before me. I'm liking the relationship that's really forming between Caitlin and Violet, because it seems to be, this episode in particular seemed to be constantly have the conversation of the gray area, right down to when, you know, Violet expresses how much scorn she has for people of the Undercity, of Piltover, especially the Enforcers. Yet you have Caitlin here who is showing her more aid than anyone before her, you know, going through this mission, taking care of her, helping her out physically, even trying to be there for her emotionally as well. There seems to be, all right, I keep saying shit that keeps getting me in trouble in the comments, but there seems to be, I don't know, there's a look there that could just be compassionate friends, and then some of it look like they could be maybe sexually attracted to each other. Whatever.
Or maybe the characters are just open to that.
Sure.
And it comes out in the body language a little bit. Like maybe there's not a huge thing that will be, maybe they were not going to get together, but I don't know. I feel like it's fair to read. They intentionally put nuances into the body language.
Yeah, they just had a really drawn out look towards each other when they were really close to close. And the way you frame that profile of them, you see explore the grays of that. And then, of course, going further into the Undercity, watching how where they used to hide out, their home has just turned into utter ruins, and it's become this like caveman leprosy drug addict lifestyle for all these people. And you really see, because I think I brought that up in the last review of like I want to kind of see what the effects are with the sheen is what they call it, shimmer sheen shimmer,
same idea.
With the shimmer, I wanted to see like how has the shimmer affected, you know, the Undercity. And then here you get a great visual of it where it feels really like a horror movie, very haunting, and you watch these good souls who have just become addicted to this. Like that was so uncomfortable when they show Silco and he's just like dangling it like they're animals in front of him, and they're so submissive.
Oh yeah, I mean he really is highlighted in that moment as this like slumlord who is like who's able to exploit the most desperate people. Right, he is like the king of a ruin, and it's especially clear in that moment. Yeah, it's heartbreaking and sinister all at the same time, and I love the ultimate gray of the confrontation that comes. I mean, I'm curious to see what'll happen with Violet and Powder going forward, because it seems like Powder's definitely Jinx severed her tie with Silco, at least, you know, threw down the gauntlet. And I love their reunion because there's so much. You were talking about like the grays and having this enforcer here who's shown Violet way more, you know, compassion and assistance than pretty much anybody else lately. That whole reunion was so fraught and so tense and so heart-wrenching too, because yeah, it's like there's this chaos moment of like, no, she's with me, and I know we all have our biases against each other, but in this moment we can't afford to like succumb to all that stuff. And I got really caught up in all that. It seems like everything is slowly pulling apart, and I think the way that they utilize all the different concerns is interesting, because partway through I had to catch myself and go, for as far off the handle as Jayce arguably flies in this episode, it's like he is responsible for breaking Violet out and like having her, you know, onto the next part of the story that she's on right now. And so they're great at drawing these character conflicts and then making you wonder where everyone's gonna end up, because everyone's got really palpable trauma, and trauma's messy, and you know, misunderstandings can really exacerbate things.
Well, they had great visual storytelling just within that fight sequence alone, like how Violet is having difficulty coming to terms with who Jinx has turned into, and of course like the constant confusion and inner conflict that seems to be like at 100 miles per hour all the time with Jinx at any given moment, like so easily triggered. You know, I love how she's like, are you real, Violet? Like I love that as a choice for when she first sees her. That's such a big part of her character now. She can't discern the difference in reality and what's just a figment of her own imagination. And then you see her even in that scene answering to parts that are just living in her own psychosis. But even when Violet is watching Jinx just go crazy on the firelighters, or what they call
Firelights, yeah.
The firelights, going crazy on the firelights, watching just how, you know, maniacally gleeful and violent Jinx has evolved into, and Violet is just trying to, you know, wrap her head around, like, oh my god, this is what my sister has become. You know, like the last time she saw her sister, she was just this insanely timid, introverted, fearful character, and then now she is just something else. She's 100% the opposite of all that, you know? Having to deal with the shock of such a situation, and we still don't really understand the depth of how how much the seeds of the fire lights. It looks like the next act is when we'll be unpacking that. And then of course with Viktor, everything with the backstory there with his first mentor. Yeah, that he had, seeing what the mutation, like the acts of what he did to heal the creature he thought were repulsive and not like they were not morally right. And then now, after his experiences of being on the council and then trying to heal himself and understand the power of the magic, because it seemed like that cave had a bunch of magic shit.
Yeah, at least those magical blooms and things.
Yeah, so being involved with that now looks like he's going to be taking on some self experiments as well.
He's going to mutate.
Yeah, so there's mutate. It's slowly escalating into one giant collapse.
Yeah.
It's everything Vander and It's like you had the characters of Vander and Heimdinger, and you're watching as their greatest fears are coming true. Slowly but surely.
At the hands of all their protégés.
Yeah,
for sure.
Because no one would listen to their warning signs. It's great writing.
Absolutely.
And the visuals are cool as always. always so cool. All right, guys. Well, that is it for Arcane episode 6. Keep a lookout for a reaction to the next episode.